Once in a small village, there lived a kind and wise mother with her 8-year-old son, Gazam. From a young age, Gazam's mother always taught him the importance of truthfulness. She would often say, "No matter what happens, my son, always speak the truth. Truth is the greatest virtue, and it will always protect you." Gazam listened to his mother carefully and promised to follow her teachings throughout his life. One day, Gazam's mother decided to send him to a well-known boarding school in a distant town. She wanted him to study well and grow up to be a successful, honest man. Before he left, she took out 40 gold coins from her savings and carefully placed them in a hidden pocket inside his clothes. She sewed the pocket tightly and said, "My son, keep these gold coins safe. Use them wisely for your needs and never waste them." Gazam nodded in agreement and hugged his mother tightly. With a heart full of excitement and a little nervousness, he boarded the bus to begin his journey to the new school. The bus was crowded with passengers traveling to different destinations. Some carried luggage, while others had money and valuables with them. As the bus traveled through a dense forest, suddenly a group of fierce Dacoits appeared and blocked the road. The driver stopped the bus in fear, and the passengers began to panic. The Dacoits stormed inside the bus, waving their weapons and shouting, "Give us all your money, jewelry, and valuables." The passengers, trembling with fear, started handing over their belongings. The Dacoits quickly gathered all the gold, cash, and valuable items from the people. Some passengers tried to hide their valuables, but the Dacoits searched everyone thoroughly and took everything. Soon, one of the Dacoits noticed Gazam sitting quietly by the window. The Dacoit walked over to him and asked in a harsh tone, "Hey, little boy, do you have anything valuable with you?" Gazam, remembering his mother's teachings, looked at the Dacoit with courage and replied, "Yes, I have 40 gold coins hidden in my pocket." The Dacoit was stunned by the boy's honesty. He was taken aback and asked, "Why did you tell me the truth instead of lying? You could have easily saved your gold coins." Gazam smiled and said, "My mother has always told me to never lie, no matter what happens. She said that the truth is the most powerful thing, and I cannot go against her teachings." The Dacoit stood silent for a moment, deep in thought. He had been involved in crime for many years, but this little boy's honesty was something he had never experienced before. The Dacoit was filled with a sense of shame and respect for the young child. He looked at Gazam and said, "You are just a child, yet you are braver and more honest than all of us. We spend our lives lying and stealing, but today you have taught us a great lesson." The leader of the Dacoit gang, who had been watching the entire situation, stepped forward. The leader was an older man with a rough face, but his eyes showed signs of deep contemplation. He looked at Gazam and said, "If an 8-year-old boy can be so truthful and fearless, then why can't we change ourselves? This life of crime has given us nothing but fear, guilt, and emptiness." The other Dacoits looked at their leader in surprise, but they soon realized the truth in his words. The leader continued, "We have wasted our lives as criminals. But today, this boy has shown us the true power of honesty. We must change." Moved by Gazam's honesty and courage, the Dacoits made a life-changing decision that day. They promised to give up their criminal ways and live as honest men. "We will no longer steal from innocent people. Instead, we will work hard and earn a living through honest labor," they declared. Not only did they vow to change, but they also returned all the stolen valuables to the passengers. The travelers, who had been terrified just moments before, now looked at Gazam with great respect and admiration. "This boy has saved us all, not with weapons, but with the power of truth," they whispered among themselves. Before leaving, the leader of the Dacoits patted Gazam on the head and said, "May you grow up to be a great man. The world needs more people like you." Gazam continued his journey and reached his school safely. When he later wrote to his mother about the incident, she was overjoyed and proud of her son. She was happy that Gazam had followed her teachings and stood by the truth, even in the most difficult of situations. From that day forward, Gazam's story spread across many villages. It inspired people everywhere to follow the path of honesty, courage, and truthfulness. Moral of the story: truth has the power to change hearts and transform lives. Always speak the truth, no matter the situation.